Hey, Miss, I am here. I am strong. I am bold. I am worthy. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you if you know. I hope all is well. I hope you're protecting your energy. I hope you're protecting your peace. I hope you vibrating high on your path and journey. So I wanted to come on with an experience that I had before I came in, before I came into my awakening, healing myself, going within and healing myself. Always had a fear. I allowed people to treat me fucked up. I allowed people to treat me fucked up. I kept people around who I know that they didn't treat me as good as I treated them. That was one of my issues. And the reason why I allowed that to happen is because I had a fear of being alone. I had a fear of being alone. That was one of the reasons why through this experience. I had a fear of being alone. I always feel like I needed somebody. It's a society and delusion, programs you to think you need people. And when you're a young child, you have no fear. You ever notice how little kids will just run out in the street with no fear? Just jump out into the pool with no fear. There's no fear there. No fear. None. So you're a young child. I'm a young child. I have no fear. And then I'm thrown into a school system where I learn different. I don't learn like the other kids. I don't comprehend like the other kids. There's only one way, the way they teach it, and that's it, right? So if you don't know it that way, then you end up in a smaller class where you're not being taught what you're supposed to be taught. So that put fear in me. So me not being able, but what I didn't know, I didn't have a disability. I just didn't catch on to things the way, you know what I mean? I just learned different. Everybody don't learn the same. So I learned different, but they put that fear of me they put the fear of me to make me believe that I had a disability. And I believed it for a long time. They put that fear in me. So I went from someone who had no fear, as a young child, had no fear, thrown into a school system where there is their way or no way. And I got to go. I'm a young child. I ain't got no say so. Fuck I'm going to do, pack up and leave? Where the fuck I'm going to go? So I'm thrown into a system where it put fear in me. It made me think a way that I was not. And it put a lot of fear in me. And I carried that for a long time. You're a young child. You feel good. No worries, right? You have no worry in the world. As a young child, why did I have to start worrying? You know what I mean? Not why, it just happened. Because it was the school system. I didn't understand that. So I'm worrying, like, am I ever going to be like everybody else? But I'm a young child. I don't realize this. So I'm not meant to be like everybody else. But as a young child, you're not understanding that. I'm not understanding. I know I feel different, but I don't know why I feel different. Thrown into a system where it just put a lot of fear in me. Now I need help. I need more help than others. I need more help than most people. I don't want the help. So that's that. Now I'm getting depressed because I don't want the help, but I need it. So I got to take it, right? I got to take the help. I don't need the help. I don't want the help, but I got to take it. I need the help. That's what they say, right? So I'm taking the help. I got it. I'm taking it. Then I start to avoid certain situations and things to where I'm needing help. So I'm avoiding that shit. As I'm getting older and I'm trying to maneuver through this shit, I'm avoiding certain shit. I'm avoiding it now. So all the things that I got to do and need help, I don't want to do it. Nope, I don't want to do it. You got to, I don't want to do it. So now that's a problem. So now I'm carrying this fear. Now, not only with carrying the fear, I'm depressed, thinking I need people. So that was one of my issues. And then that's when I got into football because I didn't need any help. I mastered that. I knew what was going on. I could comprehend it well. I could play it well was my thing. I didn't need any help. That's why I put all of that frustration into that because I had to find a way, but I didn't even realize what I was doing. I was taking all that frustration and putting it into football and just, hitting and just putting all of that into that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know how to talk about it. I didn't know how to deal with it. So the fear, the frustration, I need help. It didn't require no one's help. This football didn't require nobody's fucking help. I loved every fucking bit of it. It didn't require nobody's help. But I say that to say this is that I carried a lot of fear within me. And it started as a young child. So not only when I went to this place, it started a childhood wound for me because I carried a lot. So that was one of my wounds that I carried, and then along with carrying this low vibrational energy, you know what I mean? Before I could wake up and heal myself, I was allowing these people to do these things to me, just allow them to just, just not treat me right. Then I would complain. And then, through experience, like, you don't want to complain to family members, and because they're like, you either going to get away or dead. Then they don't want to hear it after a while. Because after a while, it's like, what are you going to do about it? Right? What you going to do about it? You allowing this to go on. It's not right. It makes you feel away. But what are you willing to do about it? Once again, the fear of holding on, the fear of letting go. Not the fear of holding on, the fear of letting go. I'm holding on to every bit of it, and I shouldn't be, but the fear of letting go, the fear of being alone, the wound that I carried from a young child, just that fear of, so I allowed people in places in certain situations to just take a toll on me, for carrying that wound. So I put myself in a lot of toxic situations, and I have to take accountability for, because there was red flags, but I was in a lot of toxic situations that I allowed myself to be in the fear of not wanting to be alone. Fear of not wanting to be alone. Friendship, people treat me fucked up just to have some company, just allowing certain things to go, just to have company, They get their shit to go chill with that motherfucker, and they only come around you when they ain't got nothing. I was allowing that because I wanted the company, the fear of being alone, And that's what, part of the society. And I didn't, I did better. Like, now I do better alone, but my higher self was trying to tell me you need to be alone. It was just like that, it was just battling with that fear of just like not wanting to. And it's just like, you have to do what needs to be done, not what you want. You know what I mean? I got to a point where I stopped feeling sorry for myself. But when I was carrying this low vibrational energy, it was just like, I was just allowing people to just do so much to me so I don't be alone, and I was, it was just better off sometimes, And I was just I went through so much stuff that I could avoid just because I didn't want to be alone. I thought I needed people because that fear, that wound allowed me to believe that I carried for so long that I'm going to always need somebody. So, be in relationships happy, happy but not happy. How the fuck you pretend to be happy but you're not happy? So I start telling shit like, oh, it ain't all, which they out there over there acting, oh, it ain't like that. No, it ain't. When we come home, it ain't gonna be like that. I got tired of this shit. But anyway, but I allowed these things to go on. I did. I allowed these things to go on with that fear, that I had carried for years, for just thinking I couldn't pay my bills on my own, thinking that, society wants you to think that you can't do any of these things on your own. Like, you can't do this on your own. You're going to need somebody. You're going to need you deal with this bullshit that, to get this done. And like, no, you don't have to deal with nobody's bullshit to get nothing done, But that was the fear. That's what I was hanging on to, that illusion of, and that fear of, me always wanting, always going to need somebody, No. So I just held on to a lot of that, you know what I mean? And I allowed these people to treat me so fucked up. To the point where had me question my own insanity. I wanted to take myself out. And all I had to do was simply just fucking get away, But because of that, carrying that low vibration energy and that wound that needed to be healed, I just allowed that to stay open, and it just kept getting worse. Like how wound, you don't take care of it, just get infected, just kept, you know what I mean? Just oozing and shit. So, that's what happened. Like, that's why I allowed that, so much to go on. And, I can laugh at it now, but it wasn't so funny. No, it wasn't so funny. It wasn't funny at all. But, it didn't feel good at all either, but, and to take accountability. Yeah, I allow people, family, friends, all types of people to do me fucked up. People, I'm a giver, a kind-hearted person, just knowing that, just ask me for something, knowing just because, like, you need it, and knowing that I would give it to you, just ask just because. And if you didn't even need it, the fuckery, So, but I allowed some of that to happen, Some of it I seen it, some I didn't. I just wanted to not be alone, people, talking behind my back, just doing all types of shit. I approached them. I ain't say that, I ain't know, but I already had a feeling that they did. But just because they said they didn't say it, just taking a lie when she said she didn't say it. But no, deep down inside, damn well she said that shit. Damn well he said that shit. So, just allowing, just thinking, I'm just not. And then people will say, oh, you never know when you'll need somebody. Yeah, that's fine when you're right, that is, but it's like, no, you don't need negative people. You're not going to keep negative people in your life because that's what's tearing you down. So yes, that is true. You never know when you might need somebody, but when you get yourself together, you're good. But at this time, I was carrying low vibrational energy, so I'm believing this illusion, because that's all it is an illusion. I'm believing this illusion. And it created a wound, like from the fear, from the childhood. It just created a big-ass wound once being thrown into that system. And that system is bullshit, And when I got older, it really didn't make no fucking sense. So I'm really trying to avoid school altogether because this shit makes no sense. But I gotta go. Lock my ass up, do whatever. Like, I don't got time. That shit ain't for me. So I'm like, let me do. I was clever and with how I went about it, because it was like I did everything possible to get through it without drawing any attention to myself. Without, I just did what needed to be done to get through it, and I didn't give a fuck how I did it. So but I was having to carry all that, carrying all that into, adult, being, just having that wound as an adult. And I had that wound for years, and just being able to, heal that wound. Like, it took a lot to be able to heal. I had other wounds I had to heal too, which I'll get into in a later video. But this one, I just wanted to, with this fear, that's how that fear was put into me with this school system that, so I commend anybody who homeschool. Yes, that's without, that wasn't even thought about. Like, it was thought about my parent, you better take your ass to school. And that's what I had to do. I cut and I did. I ain't perfect. I cut and did, but that mine was just, I wasn't cutting to get away just because I was tired of school. I was cutting because I ain't want to do it. Like, it just made no fucking sense to me. I just needed a break. Like, that shit don't make sense. Like, so I didn't just go off to party and do, I did stuff like that, but my main reason was they want to cut. Hell yeah, I'll get out of math. Hell yeah, I'll get out of there. They put letters and shit with numbers. Hell yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Algebra and shit. Yeah, let's go. But that was just because that was a lot of fear put in me. Like, I know if I didn't have that fear, I would have stayed. Because I like to learn. I like to, but that shit, and that system just made no fucking sense to me. Some stuff did, but for the most part, I'll say 95% of that shit, 5%, 95% of that shit ain't make no fucking sense to me. So, I just allowed that to affect me for years and just allow people to, just treat me fucked up just for not wanting to be alone, wanting to have company, wanting to just always have somebody in my presence. Not listening to my thoughts, not listening to my higher self, always wanting noise around, not pushing the noise away, So I allowed that to go on for years until I got tired of feeling sorry for myself. I got tired of feeling like that. I got tired of people treating me that way. And I came across something that really helped me, like a person who thought like me and felt like, I'm like, oh, this is good. It really helps me. You know what I mean? It helped me awaken to who, I'm not the only one to think this way. I'm not the only one. A lot of stuff the more I listen, I'm like, whoa, wow. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm very grateful and thankful for it, So yeah, but I got to take accountability for the red flags that I ignored as well. Like, I'm not growing if I can't take accountability, so I could have walked away from some of these people when they were treating me fucked up. But I didn't. I chose to stick around. So that's on me. That wound and all of that. I wouldn't allow that to happen had I would have been healed. I would have healed that part of me. That would have never happened. But I didn't. I allowed that wound to stay open. I didn't know how to heal. I didn't know how to go about healing and, getting on the path and getting into my purpose. And I didn't know how to go about that because I felt like I was the only one thinking, you know what I mean? I was the only one, and that way it wasn't true, so that just helped me a lot. But I'm very grateful and thankful, and I don't feel bad for healing myself. I don't feel bad for being in my purpose. I don't feel bad for growing and healing and always wanting to become the best version of myself every day until I can get to the best that I can be. I'm going to keep doing so, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to let nothing or no one make me feel bad about it, and neither should you. But so that was I just wanted to share that personal experience I had that, It started as a young child that I just carried and I always thought. But I'm very grateful and thankful that I healed that part of me. I have everything that I need within. I have everything that I need within. Everything that I need, I want to address, it's within me. I don't look for any validation on the answers on the outside of me. I don't look for anything on the outside of me, and I'm very grateful and thankful for that. Yes, I am. It took a lot. It did, and I'm very grateful and thankful. I never thought I would get to this point of just embracing my loneliness. I feel good. It feels good. I know how to entertain myself. I didn't even know I had a side to me, but yeah. I allowed all these things to go on from a wound in a wound that was created from fear. So that was one of my experiences. So if anything resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, like, share, subscribe. I want to hear if you experienced anything in any way, shape, or form, of any of that nature, or just anything in general that you experienced before you came to your awakening, before you came to where you're at now. Anything that you reflected on, and you had to take accountability, or you just had to cut some people off, anything. Miss, I am here. I am strong. I am worthy. I am bold. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am divinely protected. And so are you, if you know. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep protecting your energy. Keep protecting your peace, and keep vibrating high on your path and journey. All right, now.